Hebrews chapter 10, verse 32 to verse 39. Read for me, sure.
But call to remembrance the former days, in which, after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions.
Right.
Partly with ye were made a gazing stock, both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly with ye became companions of them that were so used.
All right.
For ye have had compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods,
right.
knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance.
All right.
Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that after you have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise.
All right.
For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry.
All right.
Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
All right.
But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Petrie, for the reading of the word. Verse 38 says, now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. Verse 39 says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. Now the just shall live by faith. Now the just shall live by faith. Our subject for today, theme for the week, we've come this far by faith. We come this far by faith. And verse 38 says, for the just shall live by faith.
Yes.
So, if I have made it this far, then that means what? That I'm just, or I've been justified, is why I made it this far. We have to constantly be on the alert, because as you've heard it said so many times during the week, there are things that the enemy has polished and redressed to help undermine our faith. You heard Pastor Milton mention about the old time song, opposed to the type of song that they sang today. And somebody said that they have really, and I hadn't thought about it, but since they mentioned it, I thought about how they said inspirational song. You know, Pastor Bill said, you know, they're not gospel songs, they're inspirational songs. And there is a difference. You know, everything that inspires you won't strengthen you. everything that inspires you won't bring you close to the God. See, but it's popular to the inspirational song because that's what sells records.
Yeah.
That's why you buy them, because they are inspirational. See? And so gospel is kind of old-fashioned. You know, to put it in the words of today's language, old school. And even trusting God has been modernized. You know, to where it doesn't mean the same thing now it meant, 30 years ago. One of the popular sayings is when you talk about trusting God, say, well, we're only human. You ever heard that? See, but and they leave off the divine part. See, you're not only human, but you are human and divine. See, in the book of Romans it says, but ye are not in the flesh, if so be that the Spirit of God dwells in you. If the Spirit of God is dwelling in you, you're not only human. You're what Jesus was when he was here. He was both human and divine. The only difference in us and him was, he was human, but he was sinless. See? But so you have to be careful, because everything that the enemy brings, everything that seems like today's society is presenting is designed to not stir us up, but to make us lukewarm. See. Right about it. The writer to the Hebrews. Now, you notice how that verse starts. It says, but call to remembrance. Now, you can't remember something if it didn't happen. All right? See? So, and I think that's what it says in the book of Revelation about the church at Ephesus. Remember from whence thou hast fallen. See? If you hadn't been there, then you can't fall away. If it hadn't happened, you can't remember something that never happened. See? So it says, but call to remembrance, because these Judaizers are being really persuasive in their effort to get you back to Judaism again. In the book of Galatians, I think it is, Paul said, I marvel that you are so soon removed from my gospel to another gospel, which is not another gospel. See, come on, see, but I that's a good word for Samson. Fake news. I might be able to get a message off of that. But, you see, the enemy know how to fix something up to where it appeals not to the spiritual man, but to the natural man. See? And see, if it appeals to the natural man, just because it appeals to the natural man don't mean it's right. Come on, see? And listen, it'd be good if we didn't have to deal with this book. But he's a vehicle. See? He's useful because the spirit needs some way to express itself. See? So he's the spirit's feet and hands and mouth and all of that. But what that makes him? A servant. See? And a servant does not give orders. Come on. See? Come on, see? A servant's job is to do what? Take orders. See? You don't go around obeying a servant. See? Remember what Jesus said? You know, if he left somebody in charge and then he go away, the man go away, and then they beat the servants and try to bring them into subjection while they do it. He said, listen, when he come back, he going to deal with that fella. Yeah. See? Because he's there, he might be in a key position, but he's only there to do what? Serve. See? Just like me. I ain't nothing but a servant. All right. See? I might be pastor, I might be the pastor, but I'm nothing but a servant. Yeah. See? And the same rules apply to you, apply to me. Right. See? That's why you don't hear me say, do as I say. No. I don't use the word you all. Yeah. It's we. Yeah. See? Because listen, if it's good for you, it's good for me. Yeah. See? And then Paul said this, he that teaches another teaches himself also. See? Shame on any doctor that's going to prescribe a medicine for you for a stomach ache, and here he got his stomach aching, and he won't take it. Come on, see? Don't give it to you, but he won't take it. See? If it's gonna cure your stomach ache, why don't he try it? Come on, see? So he said, what? Call to remembrance the former days.
In which, after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions.
After you were enlightened, after you got stirred up, after you got delivered, you know, he said what?
Ye endured a great fight of afflictions, partly whence ye were made a gazing stock both by reproaches and afflictions.
See, call to remember how it was when you first got in this thing. Now that was a time when we didn't mind folk, you know, making fun of us. See? We didn't mind looking silly. Come on, see? We didn't mind being odd. We didn't mind being different. That's right. See? Come on. But over the years, you know, we found out that, listen, I can get along a lot better in this world if I don't seem so different from anybody else. You know, like the guy said one time, he said, well, it's all about what you believe, you know. I just looked at it and went on. I said, what got that brother song? I just went on doing my job. See, just because you believe a thing don't make it right. Come on. See, come on. See, I can mess around there and get hoodwinked into believing I'm a millionaire. See? But listen, when I check my pockets and when I check my bank account, see, reality sets in there. Come on. Now, I can get messed around there and get carried away and go write a check for $200,000 or $300,000 because I believe I got $1 million. See, but listen. Then I won't have to come to reality. Reality will come to me. Oh, come on here. See. So just because you believe a thing, don't make it right. And just because you believe a thing, don't make you right. That's right. See, the Bible said that the devil believes and trembles. See, but listen, he's not only on his way to hell. He can't go to heaven no how. He's been barred out forever. But he believes and trembles, the scripture says. So James said, if you just believe, you ain't made yourself no better than the devil. Come on. Faith without works. Oh, help me here.
After ye were illuminated,
After you were illuminated,
ye endured a
you
great fight
endured
of
a great
afflictions,
fight of afflictions.
partly
Partly,
which ye were made against and started both by reproaches and
oh, we
afflictions.
don't want to stand out. Come on, see, we don't want to appear different. Come on, see, I don't know about understand. You look at me crazy, you know. Come on, see. Well, listen. Anytime a fella don't understand you, he gonna look confused. We won't call it crazy, we'll call it confused. If he don't understand. See? And listen, if he's not saved, he is supposed to understand. Come on here. See? How in the world could I understand a man with $1 million? And listen, I probably made $1 million in my life, but I ain't never seen $1 million all at once. See? See, I made $1 million and it passed so fast I don't even realize it. Come on, see, but how can I understand a fella that's sitting on $1 million with nothing to do with it? Come on, see, and see, so he don't expect me to understand him, because if it's easy for me to understand him and I'm broke and he got $1 million, that don't really make him different. So when you're a child of God, you ought to stand out. Right? You ought to be confusing to somebody. Everybody ought not be able to figure you out. Amen. See, you ought not make sense to everybody. Amen. If somebody don't think you strange, you trotting the wrong path. Come on. If somebody can't see something different about you, it's something wrong. But we don't want folks to see nothing different about it. We want to look and talk like everybody else. Come on, yeah. See, but the Bible said, be ye holy in all manner of what? Conversation. See, you ought to talk different. And we ought to want to talk different. Glory to God. And I ain't talking about just saying praise the Lord either. I heard a guy one time, he's from Detroit, came to our church and said he was talking to some folks before they boarded the plane, and they said something, and I said pray, I said hallelujah. And they talked a little long, I said praise the Lord. And they talked a little long, I said bless his name. And they said, you must be a Christian. And yes, sanctified, holy, and filled with the Holy Ghost. See, now, how much difference is amen, praise the Lord, and hallelujah? How much Jesus does it take to say that? See? And see, that's the problem. That's why the devil has tried to duplicate everything that we're about, because we made it so normal. Yeah. All right. See? He don't care nothing about saying amen. He don't care nothing about saying praise the Lord. He ain't gonna live it. See? Don't care nothing about testifying. He'll testify. See, I bless you. Praise the Lord. See, but see, it's the life that you live is the thing that sets you apart. It's the way you conduct yourself in situations that set you apart. See, come on, see, you ought to react different from. See, two people get lied on, one saved and one not saved. Your reaction ought not be the same. The lie ought to be the same, but you ought not be the same. Come on here. See? So he said, call to remembrance
the former days,
in
which after ye were illuminated, Ye endured a great fight of affliction.
All right.
Partly which ye were made a gazing stock both by reproaches.
All right.
And afflictions.
And affliction.
And partly which ye became companions of them that were so used.
You ain't encountering nothing new. There are those that have gone on before you that have been through the same thing. Amen. Isn't it amazing how we feel like when suffering comes to us, we the first ones to suffer. Yeah. Come on, see? When we encounter difficulties and all that, we feel like we're the first. Listen, there are folk that did. I tell you, look what it says in Hebrew 11:1.
Now faith
is
the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things
it is the evidence of things not seen. Now look what the next verse says.
For by it the elders.
For by it the elders obtained a good report. By what it? By faith. See? They obtained a good report because they walked by. See? Well, they believed God. And they obtained a good report because they believed God. Scared to say. See? You ain't the first one trusted God. Come on. See? And listen. Everybody say you became companions of those. You became a part of that family that has already encountered these things. Listen, and while I get a chance to put that in there somewhere, and those around the throne, that's who he's talking about. Right. So you became companions to them. All right. See? What are these? And you'll notice he didn't ask who are these. What are these? See? Now, what they were saints. That's what they were. See? And listen, he says, sir, you know, these are they that came up what? Through great. See? So when your time comes to go through, you become companions to those that are ain't no need of trying to wait to get behind the throne and do you what you call me. You need to come on. Come on, help me. See, you ain't gonna never make it there if you don't learn how to rejoice here. 1 Peter 4:12 said, beloved, make it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you as though some strange thing has happened unto you. But he said, but rejoice in that ye, as much as you are partakers of Christ's suffering, so that when his glory shall be revealed, ye shall be glad also with not just joy, but what? Exceeding joy. That's the word. Don't, when trials and tribulations come, when suffering comes, don't think it's strange. Don't think it's unusual. It goes along with who I am. When I'm lied on, don't think it's strange that I got lied on. Now, why would they want to lie on me? They're going to lie because Jesus said they were going to do it. Know ye this, that if they lied on me, they're going to lie on you. But rejoice in the fact that it is a lie. See, whenever the enemy get ready to say something about you, he got two options. He either got to tell the truth or lie. See? Now, if he lied, that don't do nothing but enforce the truth. Well, see? Come on, see? He didn't have nothing else to say about me, So he had to lie or say something good. He didn't want to say nothing good, so he lied. But listen, we get all caught up in the lie. I'm telling you the truth. That's a shame. I don't know why they gonna lie. Because first of all, now if you don't believe you're gonna get lied on, you might as well quit believing in him. Because the same man that going to prepare a place for you was the same man that said you're gonna be lied on. So now, if you can't believe him in that, you never ever quit believing in him. Quit come out them streets of gold, because you know if the lie ain't real, look over at your neighbor and tell him if the lie is not real, then the streets of gold is not real. Does that make sense? Come on, see? Man shall not live by bread alone, but what? By every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. And then the Bible says in the book of Numbers, he's not a man that he should lie. So if he said you're going to get lied on, you might well just brace yourself. And then when it comes, don't think it's strange. Now, don't think it's strange, but you ought to act a little strange. He said to do what? Rejoice. Now, that's the thing that's going to get strange and make your gazing stop. You know, somebody lied on them and they was happy. Come on. See? But now, see, that's not the ordinary. That's why I tell y'all, listen, you can't be a child of God and be ordinary. See? You can't be a child of God and be normal. Normal folk don't live for God. Come on here. See? It's the abnormal folk. See? And he makes you abnormal. Once you've been washed in the blood, you're not normal no more. Come on, see? Once you've been washed in the blood, listen, you just ain't what you used to be. Come on, see? Come on, so quit trying to be. Y'all remember what that mess I preached a while back there? Stop being you and start being new. But that's what the Bible says we are. We are what? New creatures or a new creation. Come on, sister, let's move on here.
Partly with you were made a gazing stock by both reproaches and afflictions.
All right.
And partly with ye became companions of them that were so used.
All right.
For ye had compassion of me in my bones, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods.
Oh, Lord. Don't mess with my stuff. If you want to really get me out the spirit, mess with my stuff. Oh. Y'all ain't gonna help me here. I'm telling you, I was out there so mad. Listen, the Bible said, listen, they considered it a privilege. They took joy because they knew it was what? The work of the enemy. See, he's mad because I'm living the way I'm living and doing the way I'm doing. So I'm not finna, he can't mess me up, so he messed my stuff up. So now what I do? I get mad because he messed my stuff up and get all out of the spirit and start acting like who I'm not. You took joyfully. See, you need to call and remember how you were then. Remember how it was then. Y'all remember when we first got this thing? Listen, stuff didn't mean nothing to us then. We were just glad to be saved. Just glad to be, listen, you couldn't say Jesus without it. Come on. See, just glad to be able to go to church and just glad to be able to, listen, but somewhere along the line we settled down. See? Come on, see? And late for church because I couldn't find one shoe to match the other. I had to laugh here one night there. I was sitting up there, you know, and had one black sock and one blue one on. I said, I'm so glad those people don't see this. realize it in the office. But what I ain't finna go back home and find no blue sock. Hello. I'm gonna sit here with my blue sock and my black sock on and enjoy the Lord. And if somebody don't like that, I'll pull them both off. But I'm not gonna let that hinder me from, come on here, and keep looking down and wonder who notices my blue sock and my black one. No, see, come on. See? But I'm at the cost, she put her socks together when she washed them. So she put a black one and a blue one together, but that one don't make no difference to her if she was so. Honey.
You're gonna make it her fault now.
So she gonna have to watch a little closer when she matching them up. See? But when she put them together, I put them on like she got them matched up.
Lady don't
But what I'm trying to show you is, listen, what does that have to do with me coming and enjoying the Lord? What that have to do with the Spirit of God moving? What that have to do with me sitting and listening to the message that blessed me? Oh, God. See, they had a thing in the world to do with it. And listen, I've been on that and keep concentrating on that and miss something that I should have heard that was going to help me. Listen, see, and that's what the devil does. He'll tell me about, well, maybe y'all not, you know, y'all remember I stuck my feet way out there, showing who's boss. And I put the blue sock on top. Just let it know who running things. He didn't give me them socks, so he can't tell me how to wear. See? Now the world one time they wore a different color sock. Do y'all remember that? Come on. See? But now he want to make me uncomfortable because I got on a black and a blue sock. See? Now it might have been different if I didn't have the match to it. But I know that I got the match to it. I could have pulled that blue and black one off and got the other blue one and black one and put it on. Oh, come on here. See? So it says,
ye have had compassion of me and my bonds,
all right,
and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourself.
Whoa, knowing in yourself. That's why I can rejoice when they mess with stuff that I got, because I know within me I got something better waiting on. That's why this don't bother me, because all this gonna be destroyed anyway.
Amen.
See, when I need to get upset is if he mess around and can destroy something that's eternal. But this stuff is temporal. Yeah. This stuff here ain't gonna last no how. Even if God gave it to me, it's gonna be gone one day. Peter said it's all gonna pass away with a shout. Oh, we could be a lot more comfortable in God if we get past tied up with this stuff. Come on here, see? Come on. We could really give God the praise then. See? But listen, sometimes we sit up in here and we worry about, especially if we had a couple of burglaries in our neighborhood. Come on, see? And we know we got ADT and everybody watching out, but still, you know, the enemy will make you seem like, well, they you know, and you think about what's home and forget about your other. Come on. Somebody say, help us, Lord. So
knowing in yourselves
that
ye have in heaven a better and enduring substance.
A better and enduring substance. Something that ain't gonna pass away. Hey, glory to God. See, this time stuff we got here. But I got something, listen, that's gonna wear time out. I got something in heaven that time ain't gonna make no difference. Time will be no more. Time ain't gonna cause this to deteriorate. So I'm not gonna let this timely worldly stuff interfere with my timeless stuff. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17 and 18. Then we're gonna get on.
For our light affliction,
Now, for our light affliction,
which is but for a moment, working for us
Working
a
for
far
us a
more
far
exceeding
more,
and eternal weight of glory.
all right.
While we look not at the things
While
which are
we
seen,
look not at the things which what?
which are seen,
Which are seen,
but at the things which are
but
not
the things
seen.
that are not seen.
For the things which are seen are temporal.
Now listen, now, hold that right there. Go back to Hebrews 11 and 1.
Now
We
faith,
talk about we come to walk by faith. All right, look what Hebrews 11 and 1 says.
now faith,
Now faith,
is the substance of things hoped for,
Hope for,
the evidence of things not seen.
not seen. See? Now, what 4:18 says?
While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
And see, I'm looking at the things that are not seen because what? I'm walking by what?
Faith. Yes.
See, I'm using my, why I want to believe something if I can see it. It's the thing that I can't see. That's the thing, that's why I need my faith. I need faith to go beyond this sight. See, come on, see, and see the thing that the world can't see. Now, they might spoil my goods here, but listen, I've got some goods they can't get close to. So, I've got some goods that they can't even go and get even in hand reach of. Come on, why? Why? Because listen, it's eternal in the heavens, laid up for me. Woo. Incorruptible and then fade not away. Time ain't gonna do nothing to it. It's been there for me since he left and went back. But listen, and it's been over 2,000 years, but it hadn't faded not one bit. Oh, glory to God. See, it looks good now as it was when he went back and prepared it for me. See, he's trying to get me prepared for it. See, but he said, I'm going to prepare a place for you. Listen, so he went on back and took care of his part. Now he's trying to get me prepared to go.
Yeah.
All right.
See, now, if I'm going to something that's unchangeable, then I've got to get to be unchangeable.
All right. Match it up.
Let me say it again. If I'm going to something that's unchangeable, then I've got to get to be unchangeable.
Right about it.
Why go to unchangeable stuff and then here I'm constantly changing? See? Why go to something that ain't gonna fade away and I'm constantly fading away? So he got to get me in that unfading. That's why he said I got to come into the full stature of him. See, he got to get me to where, listen, ain't no need of saving my inheritance if I ain't gonna be there to enjoy it. See? How about I told y'all, listen, if God made you a promise, this might get old. But the promise don't get old. So what God has to do is he got to make the fella that he made the promise to. See, he didn't make the promise to this fella. We think he did, but he didn't. He didn't promise this fella here. He promised the new you. See? So he got to get you to where you are as eternal as the promise he made you.
All right. That's it. All right.
That's what we are on our way to being, eternal beings. See? And it starts on the inside. When he breathed into Adam the breath of life, Adam became a living soul. Adam was an eternal being until he messed up. When he saved us and put his spirit within us, we became eternal beings.
That's right. That's right.
So this fella here, he turned 80 years old. But the fella on the inside, he ain't getting old. Oh, y'all won't help me here, see. This fella here, listen, when he wake up some morning, listen, he have a little catching to get along. But the fella on the inside don't have no catching to get along. Come on here. See, this fella here gets hungry. But the fella on the inside, listen, he don't get hungry. Oh, let me hurry. Y'all don't like this conversation. We sit around there worrying about this fella here. You see, it's the fella on the inside you need to keep we be worried about. So it said,
for ye had compassion of me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and an enduring substance.
All right.
Cast not away therefore your confidence.
Cast not away therefore your confidence.
Which had great recompense.
Don't throw that aside. In other words, don't stop believing. It got you to this point. Why would you abandon something that brought you this far? Oh, yeah. Let me see the hands of y'all been saved 5, 10, 15, 20 years and better. Why would you abandon something that has brought you this far? That kept you going this far? Oh, see, that gave you hope this far. Gave you a reason to go on this far. Kept you from giving up this far. Kept you from throwing in the towel this far. Oh, glory. Help you to love your enemy this far. Help you to bless them that curse you, bring them that despitefully use you this far. Why would you stop or give up on something like that?
Help God, help.
Look over at your neighbor and tell them if it worked then, it worked now.
Oh God.
See. Cast not away therefore your confidence which have great recompense of reward.
Not just recompense. Look at that. Oh, bless him.
For ye have need of.
Patience.
I gave you everything that it takes to get you. See, we come this far by faith. This far. But this is not the end. I came this far by faith. But listen, but see, okay, here we are. Came this far. Let's use this. See, okay, here's where I am now. But look where I got to go. So now I can't get satisfied because I came this far. I can't rest on what brought me this far. I need something to take me on. And then when I get this far, then thank God for this far. But listen, if it's not over, I need something to take me on from here. gonna take me over. And listen, when I get here, don't make no difference if the wall's there. See, patience. Here's what patience will do. Patience will keep you when you're sitting still. And then when you get ready to walk, patience will. Patience is like faith. It's a mover. So when patience get to where there's a wall, then patience said, stand still. Oh, now I've learned how to wait. I don't get upset when I run into adversity. See, I've learned how to wait. See? And listen, when I can't move forward, I just march forward. I want to stay loose. Want to stay limber. So when marching time comes, I won't have to get in step. I'm already in. Somebody shout glory. That's been some time in these 30 years. It look like glad times that come to a screeching halt. See, but I learned by watching my pastor. See, that I watched Bible days come to a screeching halt. See, and I like your head as I was with Elijah. Oh, Pastor, what we gonna do now? Well, Petrie, I'm waiting on God. But one thing I know, He didn't bring me from Deshaun. I know God gave us this place. Come on, see? So I said, well, what we gonna? I don't know what we're gonna do. But we're gonna wait on God. Hey, glory to God. Hey, bless His name. See, I don't know what we're gonna do because I don't know what God's gonna do. But I'm gonna wait right here. Tight spot. So he brought me from Lloyd Avenue to Finch Street to Deshaun, and from Deshaun's to Whitman.
Look at that. Go wait a minute.
So if he brought me from Roadway Inn to 11232 to 1135.
Thank you, Lord.
It's about time you hit that and hit rock bottom. You show up. And like my pastor said, he'll either want to do one or two things. He'll either stop you from falling or move the bottom down. We messed around there, with all the other things. I forgot to pay the light bill. And come down here that Saturday evening, about 6 o'clock for something, and hit the light switch, no lights. So I called the electrician. He come down here, he checked, he went out there to the box, he checked. He say, well, I don't know what, did you pay the bill? That's when it hit me. I didn't pay the bill. But he said, and I was in here, he was out here at that door and said, Reverend, he said, come here. He said, these lights are supposed to be off. He said, you see this thing is thing with some prongs on it. Anytime they stick this thing in that thing and put that wheel back on top of it, ain't no electricity supposed to be coming through that. But he say, but you got lights. Now we couldn't burn the big lights, but we had enough lights with the other lights. See, couldn't run the organ, but we had enough light here to have church. He stood and he looked, he said, I don't understand. He said, but, you know, I've always heard they say the Lord works in mysterious ways. And listen, y'all think Brother Woodfolk's feet get happy. But I realized what had happened then, see. God suffered just enough power to get by that thing for us to come in here and have church the next day. We didn't have no organ and all that, but listen, we were able to put the lights on and come in here. Whoa! Glory to God. See, the light company thought they had cut us off. And every time I see that guy now, he said, man, I never will forget that. See, but he's the only one. I won't ever forget it either. But he said, when they put that thing in there, it's a thing with some prongs on it. Yeah. And they put that in there, and it cuts the electricity off. He said, it ain't supposed to be no power getting by that thing. But it's getting by. Oh, glory. Listen, I was done because I know somebody. That's able to do exceeding abundantly above all that you could have. I know somebody that listen, gets between, he's so transparent that he gets between the bone and the marrow. So I'm going to show you just what I can do.
All right.
You worried about how y'all going to make it because the funds is depleted and all of that, and you still got church note and all that stuff. But let me show you something. I'm going to suffer you to forget to pay the light bill. And let the light folk come out and cut the lights off, they think. But I'm going to show you how I can let just enough electricity get by whatever they put in there. So you can have lights to come and praise me.
Hey, all right.
Listen, from that, I got enough courage to say, well, if he did that, he'll do whatever else we need. Then lo and behold, if somebody come and one person and blessed to where not only were we able to get the lights, but able to get the whole thing redone because the fuse was in a bad way. That's the kind of God. But he needs somebody that's willing to trust him in spite of. Job said in Job 13, although he slay me, yet will I trust in him. For ye have need of patience, that after you have done the will of God, you might receive the promise. For yet a little while. They want to say yet a little while.
And he that shall come.
And he that shall come will come, and he's not going to tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. Look around to your neighbor, tell them that means you. Now the just shall live by faith.
My God.
Not by your pension.
Yeah. Well.
Not by Social Security.
All right.
Not by your job.
All right.
The just shall live.
Amen.
Because my job didn't save me. My pension didn't sustain me.
All right.
And Social Security is not the one that's keeping me alive. See?
Yes, sir.
Somebody say, well, we ain't talking about Philippians 4:19 now. We talking about the just shall live. That includes Philippians 4:19. The just shall live by faith. But he said, but what? But if any man draw back, if any man fail to trust him,
my soul shall have
my
no
soul shall
pleasure
have no
in him.
pleasure
In
in
him.
him.
But we are not of them
But we are not of them.
who draw back unto
Come on,
perdition.
say that with me. But we are not of them.
We are not.
Come on, say it again. But we are not of them. Come on, say it like you mean it. But we are not of them. Come on, say it with me. We are not of them. So don't try to label me as one of them. I want to be with that they crowd. These are they. Tribulation. And have washed their robes and made them white.
In the blood of the Lamb.
So I'm not of them. I'm with the they crowd. These are, see, you got to have that distinguishing, that distinguishing mark.
Glory.
So it said, these are they
These are things.
that have come
Glory, glory, glory.
Great tribulation.
through great tribulation
And have washed their robes
and made them white
in the blood
in the
of
blood
the Lamb.
of the Lamb.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, God.
Not these are them. People who say we're not of them.
Yeah.
Well, glory to God. So listen, when things get rough, and go to looking shaky, don't let the devil point nobody else out to you. And say, look at them. See, they ain't living a nickel's worth of nothing. And look how they find it. They tell him, I'm not of them. But like every time you see them, they get this and that and the other, and you always struggling. Yeah, but I'm not up there. I'm not up there. Because whatever they get, it's going to pass away. But the they folks,
Glory. Thank you.
what the they folks get, it's eternal. It's gonna get me where I need to be. But the them folk and what they got, it's gonna be no more. Clap your hands and say thank you. Father, thank you today. First of all, for bringing us thus far. For causing us, God, to be able to rejoice. To be more assured of who we are and what we have. To be able to see things through your eyes and reason things with your mind. Thank you for the confidence that you've given us, God, to help us to make it this far. Thank you for everyone that has contributed, glory to God, that you use to bring the vision to this point, to establish this work to this point, to encourage our hearts to this point. But we know, God, that this is not the end. It's just the beginning. Glory to God. And we believe in you. We're trusting you. That you brought us thus far. And you're going to take us on. We're trusting you, God, that you will stand with us. And help us, God, to stand before you. And hear those all-important words. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thank you for everyone, God, that has been a blessing to this work down through the years. These that have faithfully served here for 30 years. Some of them have gone on, glory to God, to be with you. But we know, God, we believe in you to send those, oh God, that want to be a part of what you're doing here at Glad Tidings. Bless this service and bless this church. Every member, every well-wisher, and every supporter. Bless them, God, according to your word and according to your will. And we be so careful to give your name the praise and all of the glory shall be thine. In Jesus' name. Thank you, Lord. Amen.